Hello, my name is Katia Kyriakoulis, and I will be presenting on behalf of the assignment, the New York Times assignment number 2. So let's begin with the first question. The first question is asking for the article's name, the author, and the date it was published. So the article's name was When Studies Are Wrong, a Coda. The author was George Johnson, and it was published March 7th, 2014. So on to the second question, which is, what is the purpose of this article and what does the author intend to convey? So in my opinion, this author is talking about how important it is for research to be reproducible, and that it tends to seem that life sciences and psychology and medicine are easier to be unbiased and to maybe fudge data than physical sciences, such as physics. Because in physics, you're dealing with quantum mechanics, general relativity, and those are theories, but they've been tested and retested. So it's much harder to fudge such a grand theory that has been around for so long and is known by so many physical science scientists than to fudge data in life sciences and, more importantly, the medical sciences, because we're dealing with so many unknowns. Not that there aren't unknowns in physics and general chemistry, but in medicine, we're trying to figure out things about the brain and about cancer. We're still searching and researching. So there's a lot more room to fudge and fabricate data. So the author is just trying to convey that reproducibility, unbiased research, and loyalty to the scientific method is incredibly important, and he's reaching out to his fellow scientists for their opinion in their respective fields on research and publications. So the third question is, describe what you learned from this article. Okay, so I learned quite a bit from this article. One of the first things I learned was about a scientist, a Greek scientist named Dr. Ioannidis. He's a scientist in Greece who published this groundbreaking research calling out basically a lot of scientists in life sciences who have published wrong data. And he's found that a lot of their publications are actually unreproducible. The experiments are very hard to reproduce. The participant demographic may be biased. It's not diverse enough. And there haven't been too many trials, just a plethora of different factors factoring into why their publications are fabricated, and we probably shouldn't be taking them with such importance. And this is very important because this is medicine and this is people's health. So we want to have honest scientists publishing honest research that is unbiased and has been reproduced, because this is medicine we're giving to our children and to our family. So I thought that was really interesting. I also learned about reproducibility. That's very important in the sciences, and as a young scientist, I definitely know that. I also learned about the diversity between biological sciences and physical sciences and psychological sciences, actually. That just, it's much more easy to fabricate data in the life sciences than in the physical sciences, tagging along with my previous statement on quantum mechanics versus cancer and mental health even. There's so much that we don't know. The fourth question is, if you were to further research this topic, where might you look and what might you find? Okay, so there's many things I could do to further research this topic. First and foremost, I would probably love to get in contact with Dr. Ioannidis and George Johnson to further my knowledge on this topic. I could also speak to psychology professors. I'm also a biomed major, so I could speak to some of my professors and get their input from their experiences in research and in publications. I could also, going a very far step, but it's possible, I could pick out some publications and try to reproduce them myself with the proper training and tools and see if I get the same results as what the research claims. So that's how I would further research this topic. So the fifth and final question is, describe how this article relates to this course. Okay, so I think that this article greatly relates to this course because this article is talking about research. So we're in research methods in psychology, reproducibility, being an unbiased and loyal scientist, and being truthful, most importantly, not fabricating data. So I think this article relates to research methods in psychology because it's bringing up such a almost taboo topic on how scientists may be and have been found to be publishing fabricated data, and how it's very important not to be fabricating data. In my opinion, I think fabricating data is largely because of the competitive nature of research. Every scientist is trying to get their research published first because they need to make it into this journal and that to maintain their position at a university or research institute. So I think the competitive nature of science and research is driving a lot of scientists and physicians and clinical psychologists, what have you, to be fabricating data. So I think this article really opens my eyes, and I hope others' eyes, to how important it is to be a loyal, truthful, unbiased scientist and to really be trying to help humanity and learn rather than just going a step up just to say that your name has been published in research. So that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching and hope you enjoyed it. Bye.